Hey everyone, this is Michelle with Foxy Chick Designs and Magnolia Design Company with another fun DIY project. Tonight we are going to have some fun with another Dollar Tree flag that I picked up, and that flag is, well, I kind of cut it up already because I didn't want you guys to have to watch me fussy cut it. But it has a rooster and it says our farmhouse. So I already kind of cut it apart. If you caught my live on Tuesday night, we did something very similar. But I'm using a different surface and a different flag and a different color scheme. And we're going to be also using our buffalo plaid again. So as you're coming in, if you will say hello and let me know where you're watching from. Alright, let me see. Where is my... there we go. Just pulling up on my laptop so that I can see comments. Hope everyone is having a great Thursday evening. We are going to get started here in just a moment. All right. Stink. Technology. It can be your best friend or it can be just a pain in the rear. Funny. No, you're not late getting here, Sandy. I just went live. So you are good. You are good. You are good. All right. So got that sent over to a few places so that my peeps can see that I'm on. Normally I'm not on till like 7 o'clock, but thought I would come on a little bit earlier. So I want to let them know that I am on. Anyway, so the project we're going to do tonight is I have found some really cool flags at the Dollar Tree, and with using some Mod Podge, just being able to create some different things using our Magnolia stencils along with the things that I'm finding at the Dollar Tree. Hey Darlene, welcome. So like I said, I have found some different things at the Dollar Tree. In case you weren't in last night's video, this is the project that we made last night, and it was out of a flag from the Dollar Tree along with our buffalo checked stencil. Hey Darlene, welcome. So there's so many really cool things that you can use, and use the Magnolia background stencils as kind of the backdrop, and that's kind of what we're going to be doing again tonight. We're going to be using our buffalo check stencil, and then for those that are just coming in, I found a really cute flag that has a rooster on it, and it's on the rooster it says house, and then above it said our farmhouse. So it was just a really cute, you know what, let me see if I can find the tag. I just kind of pulled it open. So let me see here, which I have a mess behind me, and I don't know if I can find it or not. Oh, I don't see it. Let's see here. I thought it might be here in the trash, but anyhow, it was just a cute little flag from the Dollar Tree, and I went ahead and cut it up, and we're gonna basically do a farmhouse idea. So I'm just gonna go classic and use some of our bright white. Our jars of chalk paste come in 3-ounce jars, and they are $10.99 a piece, and those can be found on my website. So I'm going to use just some bright white chalk paste. Our little flag pieces are buffalo plaid, and then just a fun chalkboard that I have. And then I have some of these little half beads that you can get from Amazon. And so I've got some of those, and I'm not going to paint them, but I think I'm going to put them around the outside edge just to, you know, kind of frame it, and let them the raw wood, because that'll kind of pull in some of the farmhouse as well. So we are going to get started. I'm going to tilt you guys down so that you can see the project that I'm working on, and let's hop in. I'm going to go ahead and flip you guys down. They finally put our little tools back, so I was really excited about that. The other night, I know you guys, I felt really bad because I couldn't turn you to where you could see, and it was like upside down, and it was just a mess. You know, you gotta love Facebook when they start messing with your stuff, or messing with stuff that you're used to, because that's just how Facebook is. So here we go. And there's that. I'm going to try to pull you guys in a little bit. Oh. It doesn't like to zoom in at all. Ah, there we go. Sorry, I zoomed you guys in a little too far. But, okay. So, we're going to start with our buffalo check, and as you can see, my buffalo check has been well loved and used. I have a new one, but I just can't bring myself to pull it out yet. Don't ask me why. So I'm just going to lay this up here at the top, and I'm going to smooth it out as best as I can. And if it bleeds underneath, I'm really not concerned, just because then it looks a little bit more vintage and worn out. And so one of these days I will end up pulling out my new buffalo plaid, but I just I haven't gotten to that point, because I just love this. And then once I'm done with this section, I'm going to go ahead and move it down and do the next part. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up my chalk paste. And I'm going to just grab my squeegee here, and I'm going to just, actually, let me see, do I have, oh, I do have my stir stick from last night. So I'm just going to kind of spread some of this out over, and I'm just going to start from the top and just kind of work my way down, being very careful. Just making sure that all of our silk screened areas are covered. And our our stencils are self-adhesive, reusable silkscreen stencils, so they can be used. The company stands by 8 to 10 times, depending on how you take care of them. This stencil, I know for a fact, has been used way more than 10 times. This stencil here has probably been used 15, 16 times. And you can see it's, you know, it doesn't have a lot of stick left, but when you're doing something like this where it doesn't have to be real crisp, then it doesn't really matter all that much. And so now this, I'm just going this way with it, just to kind of smooth out the bubbles. My next door neighbor has a motorcycle and he's such a pain. He like fires it up at all crazy times and then makes my dog bark. Alright, so I'm just pulling this straight across, peeling up all the extra chalk paste. I'm going to put it back in my jar. And I know there'll be some bubbles where it bled, and that's okay. I'm not real concerned about that. So I'm just going to pull it up. And like I said, there's some places, but I think that looks cool. So I don't mind that it looks like that. Not at all. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay this back down over. Let me see here. I'm going to lay it back over like so. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab a little bit of paste and my squeegee, and I'm just going to go over this a little bit here. And actually I'm just going to go this way with it. Here. I'm just making sure that all of my silk screened areas are covered. And then I'm just going to squeegee this all back up. I'm going to squeegee it back into the jar. Alright, so I'm going to just like squeegee that up and get it back into the jar. And then I'm just going to go ahead and peel this off like so. And there is our, and of course I've got chalk paste on my hands. So there's our buffalo plaid. And I'm going to go ahead and clean up my hands. Hey Mary, welcome. Oh Mary, you had asked me about your Happy Mail. It kind of got stuck at the post office, so it is on its way. Called about it today, and they're like, oh yeah, that got stuck at the post office for a little bit. And I'm like, why? They really couldn't give me an answer. So it is on its way, and I apologize for it taking so long to get there. Okay. Alright, so there's that. So now I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to get this all dried up. No, well, yeah, it was lost. It was lost at the post office. So, but I'm glad you said something, because had you not said that you hadn't got it yet, I would have went on with life thinking all was good. Alright, so now that is all done there. I am going to go ahead and plug in my glue gun because I'm going to need it to put on those little wooden pieces. So now that I have this all done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab some Mod Podge and my Mod Podge brush. Let me see, which one did I use? This one. And I'm going to spread Mod Podge all across and then lay down our I could really use some Happy Meal. I am under extreme amount of stress. My mom needs surgery. Oh, sweetie, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Hey, Sherry, welcome. Your mom needs surgery. Mary, are you able to say what surgery she needs? Or if you just want to private message me that, just so I know how to pray. If you could send me her name and if you have a date for surgery, I'd really like to be able to pray for her. I understand moms. Mine was sick a good portion of my life. In the last 3 years, with her not being here, I would have given anything to deal with some of her ailments again. Alright, so I'm just going to squirt this on. And I'm going to go ahead and just lightly brush over the chalk paint. I don't want to brush too hard because I don't want to pull up the chalk paint. Not the chalk paint, the chalk paste. And I just want to make sure that I have a nice light layer. And I need just a little bit more over here because I want a very thin coat, but I want to make sure I get all around my edges, and especially where all the pieces are going to lay. Okay, so now I have all of that done. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay our little rooster down like so, and I'm going to push out all the bubbles. Push out all the bubbles. Oh, and I could have left some of the rooster tail. I really could have, but I didn't. I'm just smoothing out the air bubbles. And then I'm going to stick our farm right about there. I'm going to just make sure all those little air bubbles are out. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to clip this little bit off. I did have it moved over a little bit so that it would, it was gonna, okay. So now that we have our farmhouse all down, I'm gonna take some more of the Mod Podge, and hey Verly, welcome. I'm going to put some more over the project, of course, and I'm gonna run out. Yeah, we're gonna try to we really only need it to go over the little project area. So we're just going to gently, very, very gently brush over the flag area. Like I said, I want to just make sure I get really good around the edges so that the edges don't peel up. So I'm just basically going over with another coat of the Mod Podge, and it looks really bad right now, but when it starts to dry, you will see it looks much, much better. And actually, what I could do is I could probably, this is all like so, I could probably just stick the little gems down, and they would stick, but I'm not exactly going to do that, but I am, but I'm not. I am going to do it, but I'm going to use some hot glue as well. So I'm going to pull out some, whoops, falling out the hole. Just pull some of these out. And like I said, I am going to leave them the raw wood color like this. So I'm going to just grab my hot glue gun, and I am going to start up here in the corner. I'm going to do all four corners, and then I'm going to kind of work my way just around. Hey Deb, welcome. Been a while. Ah! Well, okay, these are a little hard to keep your hands on, and I just dropped one, so not quite sure where it's going to be glued at. Okay, so we have that. And now I'm going to kind of go in the middle. So we'll do one here. And we'll do one here. And we'll do one like at east and west. We'll do one here. And we'll do one here. Okay. Now we're going to go in between all of those. So we'll go here. And we'll go here. here. There. Oh, thanks, Deb. Deb Clark just posted my business page. So for anyone that is looking for stencils or chalk paste or surfaces, I would love for you to check out my business page and place an order. Orders always help. Orders are always a good thing. Okay, so now I'm kind of undecided. Do I want to go in between all of those? Because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Commercial time. Hey Virginia, welcome. Commercial time. Okay. Foxy Chick Designs, Magnolia Design Company. Foxy Chick Designs is my brand. That's where you can find all of the finished products and finished projects that you see created here on our Tuesdays and Thursday nights live. Magnolia Design Company, you want to create your own. You want to do your own style, your own color scheme. Magnolia Design Company has the stencils and chalk paste and squeegees and surfaces for you to use, and you can check them out at the foxychickdesigns.magnoliadesignco.com. There's your commercial. Okay, so question, y'all, do I leave it or do I thanks, Deb, you're such an encouragement. I am so glad that we are on the same team. Do I put them in between like so, or do I leave it as is? I have to jump off and go do something. I'll be back shortly. Okay, Mary. Thanks for watching. Thanks for popping on. Appreciate you very much. So, question of the day. Do I go in the middle of each of these, or do I leave it as is? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking go in the middle. More? Okay. All right. All right. So we're going to go just in between these guys. I love these little half beads from Amazon. And I do have an Amazon link. I am an affiliate with Amazon. So if you wanted to pick up some of these, I do have, you could outline the words. Oh, didn't think about that. That'd be a really good idea, Verly. If you are wanting to pick up some of these little half beads, if you will comment beads in the comments, I can get you the link to my Amazon store where you can pick these up and get them shipped right to you. Verly, I really like that idea. I don't know if I like that with more half beads. Oh, yes. I am agreeing. Verly, I don't know if I have enough beads to do that since I outlined this, but I will keep that idea. I appreciate it very much for another project, because I think I have the perfect project where I could do that with the and outline the words with the beads. That is an awesome idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that myself. But thank you very much for that idea. I keep dropping the stupid beads. I'm going to be finding them everywhere. Hey, Missy. Welcome, welcome. All right. Jump in here and grab another bead. Hopefully I don't drop it. Okay, so there we go. Now we have our little project outlined in cute little wooden beads. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in with my heat tool, and I'm going to try and get this dried up a little bit more so that you guys can see what it actually will look like when the Mod Podge is all dry. I don't know if I will be able to get it all dry in alive or not, but because usually I let them sit overnight, and when they dry clear. But you can still see there's white spots all over, so I'm going to kind of work on trying to get these somewhat dry. Because Mod Podge is kind of like a glue. For those of you that don't know what Mod Podge is, it is a water-based sealer. So it really is like glue. Yes, just like glue dries clear, the Mod Podge dries clear as well. And it kind of makes it shiny, and it makes it really cool. As you can see, as it's drying, you can see more of it. Thanks, Deb. Yes, because it also seals it. So I like it better, but some people may not. So I'm going to kind of let this dry. But I'm going to try and, I wish I would have smoothed this out a little bit more. Because I have a feeling I've got some air bubbles. And I'm really not going to be able to get them out. But that's okay, because I don't think you're really going to be able to tell. Because of it being dark. So there is our cute little project for tonight. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go ahead and pull you back up to me. There we go. Your nails are pretty. Oh, thanks, Deb. My nails have a little bit of a story. I did them, for those of you that are just now seeing them, I did them in honor of my mama. She, as many of you know, she went to heaven 3 years ago on Mother's Day morning. And when she was going through chemotherapy, basically her God loves me sign was a butterfly. And so everything that we got her, whether it was a notebook or if we got her flowers, we made sure that there was a butterfly pick in it. And so as a memorial to her, I know it's going to sound silly, but when I got my nails done last, I asked them to do them pink, so they're breast cancer pink, and there's also a pink butterfly on there for her. And so I had them done for Mother's Day like that, just in her memory. So that's the story of my nails. You will find, not only am I a messy crafter, but I am a sentimental one too. So I like to do things like that in honor of people that I love. And so that's the story of my nails. So let me pull this up here so that you guys can see it. This is the finished project for tonight. You know what, actually, let me turn you guys this way so that you can see the way it looks face up. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Great from home. Yes. Hope you guys enjoyed this project. Just like any other project that I create on here, all of my projects are for sale. So if you are interested in purchasing one of the projects that you see, if you will message me, you can message me right here on the live, and you can either comment sold, or you could ask me to, message you, whichever you prefer, and then we can work out the rest of the details. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys showing up every Tuesday and Thursday night. And I know you guys are waiting for me to come on, and unfortunately I've missed a lot, and I'm really sorry about that. I apologize for ditching you guys. I don't do it on purpose, I promise. Sometimes life happens, and sometimes my health is a little rocky at times, so I just end up with a lot of pain in my feet and things like that. So it just doesn't allow me to sit at my craft table and craft, and I miss every time that I cannot be with you guys, because you guys make this so much more fun. I love to craft, but when you guys join me, it makes it 1,000 times better. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you very much, and I will see you again on Tuesday night for another fun project with Magnolia Design Company products. So hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night. Hey, it's Friday tomorrow. Have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.